The architect of the controversial mining tax is stepping down. The Treasury Secretary, Ken Henry, will bow out in the new year after a decade in the top job. Now, the federal government is left to grapple with his legacy, but this time the fight over the mining super profits tax is with the states, not the miners. ABC political correspondent Greg Jennett.
Through 10 budgets for 2 treasurers and across a decade of economic growth, Ken Henry was a constant in Canberra's power elite and a combatant when he had to be. But his extraordinary stint as Treasury Secretary is coming to a close.
He's been there a long time and he wants a break.
Ken Henry was a committed environmentalist, the architect of emergency stimulus packages and a champion of economic reform. Martin Parkinson from the Department of Climate Change will replace him when he moves out in March.
The government certainly wishes him all the best.
The influence of Ken Henry's ideas had been on the wane. His grand menu for tax reform is stalled. Its centrepiece, the mining super profits tax, is barely recognisable today. And this report, meant to settle lingering tensions between miners and the government, paves the way for another 90 changes.
There is a lot of common sense in this report, a lot of common sense in these recommendations.
Industry has got its way in demanding all current and future state and territory royalties are credited in the federal tax.
It does take us down the track of reform, better than what we were with the tax grab. It's something the industry can live with.
But the tax will generate more conflict, this time with the states.
It will be wrong for any state or territory government to further consider increasing in royalties.
If the states ignore the message, the warning's clear. They stand to be financially punished.
I'm not ruling anything in or out. I mean, to begin with, we will secure the agreement of our colleagues.
Western Australia will never agree to the Commonwealth imposing a cap on our state royalties.
We reserve the right to determine the appropriate royalties as a return to Queenslanders for the minerals that are taken out of our state.
A fight with the states over royalties is at least one the Commonwealth has a chance of winning, unlike the bruising brawl it found itself in with the miners. And this time the Treasurer has them lining up in his corner. Greg Jennett, ABC News, Canberra.